in red and white. So we'll be getting started here in just a moment. Magnum PIMP on the line for the Gatekeepers. That is Mr. Testosterone out there for Vancouver. And we are now officially, oh, no, we're not.
No,
False start. That's a 5-yard penalty, repeat first down.
No one watches football.
Are you kidding me? This is Oregon.
It is.
The Ducks, man. Division I football,
I thought
NCAA
that was
football.
hockey.
No.
That's
There is the Anaheim Ducks.
Okay,
but
yeah,
the Oregon
I don't know.
Ducks are
pretty much the West Coast. I'm like, it's
pretty big
all
players.
the same thing. Okay, now a little bit of
scoreboard issue
trouble.
here that they're gonna.
There's a lot going on.
Take care of. High Ref actually pulling double duty here as he is the go-to scoreboard guy, but he's also one of the coaches for the St. Louis Gatekeepers. So
right on.
Has to leave the bench momentarily to make sure that the scoreboard's working properly.
That's what you get for knowing things. You don't see anybody asking me questions.
It's just like in the real world. Your reward for doing good work is more work. Next up on the jammer line, that is Shane. Knicks.
At 5 seconds left in this jam. Hulk headed off for blocking counter to play.
As the Saint trips onto the track.
You gotta pose.
Yeah. I'm just going to say he tripped over his mustache.
So power start for last rights. This is Testosterone sitting in the box for Vancouver Murder. Hulk sitting in the box for St. Louis Gatekeepers. If you've just tuned in or have never seen men's derby before, St. Louis Gatekeepers are out in the black and
5 more points.
or sorry, Bennett. I saw a beard and I just went for it.
So a 15-point jam there for last rights, and that makes the score 89-0 here in favor of St. Louis. It's going to be Magnum PIMP on the jammer line now against Lodge from Vancouver.
Mm-hmm.
You're just joining us once again, St. Louis in the black with green trim, Vancouver in red with white trim. The Solaris, the performance you demand, the comfort you've been missing. So other than the very first jam of the game in which Magnum PIMP was only able to put 1 point on the board, the Gatekeepers have rattled off double-digit jams. The next 5, a 20-point jam, a 25-point jam, another 25-point jam, then a 15 and a 14. So right now, penalty box. Bruce takes him up to 123. So it's going to be David Metcalf now on the jammer line for the St. Louis Gatekeepers, going against Mr. Testosterone for the Murder.
Sorry, I was checking a little bit of production stuff. Seems like the stream is getting evened out. Booyah. Lodge out next for Murder, Bruno Scars for Gatekeepers.
Bruno with just one left to beat, gets through. So last rights back out there for the St. Louis Gatekeepers. Fluster clock out there for the Vancouver Murder. Both teams.
It's going to bring us up. St. Louis at 61, Murder at 17. A number of minutes left in this half. I can't see it. I'm not going to even pretend. What's it?
161.
161.
Yeah.
Well, fair enough. All right, 175 to 17. I'm going to say it's 8.5 minutes.
Sounds good.
Yeah, sure. I'm like, it's a game of, are you going to correct me? You know? Write your congressman. Bauer out once again, facing off against Lodge. Well, yeah, it's pretty literal.
So Shane Bauer going to be your lead jammer here yet again for St. Louis.
one time, just this one time. No, it looks everything's fine. I guess he's not penalized. I think. I don't know. Well, then they went to an official timeout.
Yeah, they will figure it out.
So, the score. What is it, Danger Muffin? Nappy's just saying stuff. Rock's really happy. I'm not. I just don't even know.
Refs like to say things.
Yeah, I know they do. Unless you give them a mic.
So
Depends, though.
So we have 338 Flustercluck out there against 386 Metcalf.
True facts.
Metcalf still coming down off of the marriage high as he got married to the love of his life just a couple weeks ago. Jill, I'm sure you're out there watching.
Hopefully.
Spin diesel.
Oh, 08 to 17.
All right. So back in action here, and that is Bruno Scars out there jamming for the Gatekeepers. Quickly secures lead jammer. Not fast enough that Bauer's still standing in the penalty box. So about 5 seconds left on that penalty.
Murder still held scoreless. Right now we are at 2:18 St. Louis, 17 Murder.
This could very well.
Shout out.
What time we got left there? I can't see the clock.
What is it? Does this help?
You guys at home probably know. There's probably an overlay for you guys.
I want to say. Oh, haha.
It is now 6 lead jammers in a row. Points on the board there for last rights.
So we're going to be getting into the last few jams here. In this half, of course. I think it's 2:33 to 17.
That is correct. All right, about to get underway here. Second half. Vancouver versus St. Louis. And to start us off here in the second half, it's going to be Mr. Testosterone against Shane Bauer.
I'd like to give a shout out to Mama Bauer, who sent me socks via Shane. You want to see them? Because they're amazing. You'll never guess what they have on them.
Skulls.
Boom. Cats.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
They're wonderful. All right. So lead to Mr. Testosterone from Vancouver. headed off to the box. Now a power jam in favor of St. Louis, and it's going to be the full 2-minute jam, of which we have 1:25 left. So Mr. Testosterone takes a seat in the box for track cutting. Bauer coming through for his first scoring pass. 5 points already on the board for Gatekeepers. Pack about at a standstill. Got a 3-brace up front for Vancouver. Stark trying to open it up for Bauer. He's going to get knocked to the inside and recycle himself back.
So the penalty has come to an end. Mr. Testosterone back on the track. Shane Bauer not finding any room to work with now against this Vancouver defense. There he goes, finds a lane, gets through. He's going to pick up another 5 points. Grand slam there, St. Louis. And another track cut there on Mr. Testosterone.
Boy, howdy. Kind of emo when you say that much cutting.
Oh.
Yeah, it happened.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, that is the end of that jam. Another 2 points on that last pass, bringing us up. Gatekeepers, 254. Vancouver Murder still sitting on 20. All right, we're going to have a power start for Metcalf. Mr. Testosterone sitting in the box.
And Dave Metcalf quickly secures lead. Jammer runs over number 7, T. Groves.
All right, lead achieved. Metcalf diving in. Little jumping action to finish off getting through that pack. First 5 points. Mr. Testosterone, I should have pointed out earlier, is in on 2 penalties. It hasn't gotten weird. We haven't gone back a few years. I believe an insubordination perhaps was assessed for not leaving the track when Danger Muffin wanted him to, you know. It's a little bit of flexibility in that one, so I'm just taking a guess. Again, wild speculations brought to you by my brain.
And initially, Mr. Testosterone stood up in the penalty box, but now he's sitting again.
Huh.
So I don't know if...
Would you like to speculate wildly?
Yeah, I don't know if he actually is under 10 seconds. He just doesn't want to let the gatekeeper bench know this, or...
He can't do that. That's...
Yeah,
He's got to stand up.
Okay.
And none of the weird hovering nonsense in that, you know.
Oh, no, he's standing again, so it must have been just...
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I'm maybe not alone in that.
So back in action here. Testosterone out of the box.
Woo! Testosterone leaving across
And another
it.
track cut.
Woof.
And he knew it. He knew it. He, just looked over his shoulder and nodded to the ref that he knew he did it.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, right on. Word. Bruno Scars, lead jammer for St. Louis.
So in the span of just seconds, Testosterone now with 4 penalties. And I'm pretty sure he picked a few up in the first half, too. So he's got to be getting close to riding dirty here at 6.
Wow. Jill Soul says, Testosterone owned. Oh, man, wordplay.
That's good. That's good.
Is of the devil, you know. Somebody tag Carly. All right. That is the end of that jam. What do we got? 9 points for the Gatekeepers. Nothing picked up by Murder. 273 to 20.
So last rights now out there jamming for the Gatekeepers. That is Lodge out there for Vancouver.
Empty penalty box. That's cool.
36-point run the Gatekeepers are on right now, and they're looking to add to it now as last rights. Your lead jammer. So last rights.
Yeah, I was going to comment on the gameplay, and it ended. So go on, last rights.
2 points there for last rights.
All right, so 2 more points for Gatekeepers.
So Fluster Cluck back out there on the jammer line for Vancouver, going up against Magnum PIMP for St. Louis. Magnum going right at that defensive core. And lead jammer secured by Magnum PIMP for the Gatekeepers.
Stand aside, hit it off to the box. Yeah, stand aside also, I was going to say, got to be in penalty trouble at this point. He is the one Vancouver murderer. Oh, no. Maybe not in trouble. Well, still, he's the only one with 5.
That we know of.
Yeah.
Because there's no way that's right.
I feel like
they're showing Mr. Testosterone with only 4. I know he's got more than 4.
I don't work here. Well, I mean, yeah, I got nothing. All right, Magnum coming through, another 5-point pass.
So star pass number 0, Bennett, 00 Bennett.
I was going to say, surely that isn't the 0th star pass. It's like the 2nd or 3rd.
So Magnum going to call that jam off. 2 more points. 17 the total there for that jam for the Gatekeepers. Gatekeepers now knocking on the 300-point mark here.
Sure enough.
Shane Bauer going to look to complete the 300 points here on this jam against Mr. Testosterone. Gatekeeper defense doing solid work right now against Mr. Testosterone, not giving him any room to work. Meanwhile, Shane Bauer tries to jump the apex, but does not land it. He's going to have to cycle back.
Bauer coming through, 5 more points to St. Louis. Little hop as he comes through, another 5 points. Got that brain up front, controlled by Wrecking Bill. And the star has been successfully passed to Mrs. Testosterone. It's just, you know, Wrecking Bill's involved.
With the star, Ivy wed.
How romantic.
It's like they're redoing their vows every time there's a star pass.
Aww.
So 20 points there for Shane Bauer.
I think he's donating them straight to the Gatekeepers, though. He's a very giving person. Metcalf once again facing off against Lodge. An empty penalty box.
So 75-point run here for the Gatekeepers starting out the second half here.
So anyways, we got a little bit of a thick pack start. We're just getting past the pivot line. Lodge taking kind of a skating start at it. Metcalf having a little bit of trouble getting through this time too.
And Dave Metcalf, your lead jammer here, St. Louis.
Sure enough.
Lodge right now with the star pass to, looks like 256. Yep, number 256, Morrison. So the jam called off. 4 points there for the Gatekeepers. So Flustercluck out there again for the Vancouver Murder, going up against Bruno Scars for the St. Louis Gatekeepers.
Wrecking Ball taking Flustercluck to the outside. Or sorry, inside. A directional side is where they went.
So Bruno has lead jammer, but now he looks like he's being sent off.
So not positive if lead
Yeah, I'm not sure how that.
open. I mean, Danger Muffin's loosely pointing. But what does it mean?
So that vaunted Gatekeepers defense goes to work again. Not giving Flustercluck any room.
Yeah, that's
to
what he's
work.
been trying to do to you for years. Almost had you.
Almost got me.
No, it's been the long con. All right, we're held up here in turn 3.
Oh. Almost sees daylight and then runs into his own blocker, and then it bleds up one there to force him out on the outside. Meanwhile, the power jam comes to an end as Bruno Scars re-enters play and quickly shoots through and has now completed his initial pass. So it looks like lead jammer is available still.
Another 5 points for St. Louis. Star has been passed again to Mrs. Testosterone. Saint, Led Zeppelin, and Wrecking Bill. Not going to let it happen.
Saint a little slow to get up. Checking to make sure his head's still attached.
All right, that is the natural conclusion of the jam. Lort. 15 points, sorry, whoa, 19 points to the Gatekeepers. Nothing picked up that time by Murder. 335 St. Louis, 20 Vancouver.
Gatekeepers continuing their run, now a 98-point run here to start the second half. And now we're going to get a timeout called, or is it an official review? Or official,
It
nope,
is a
timeout.
called
Timeout Vancouver.
by Vancouver. Yeah.
So,
Social media team is working feverishly all weekend to bring you live tweets and Facebook coverage throughout the event. I expected that to be a different read, which would have asked you to send pictures of your cats and dogs watching Big O and use the hashtag, oh wait, I can't remember what it is now. Is it Cats at Big O? Oh, there it is. Oh yeah, oh you want me to use the normal one. Yeah, hashtag Big O 2018. But more importantly, hashtag Cats at Big O or hashtag Dogs at Big O, and then also at Julia Sleazer, because you can just save me, the time. So again, if you're just tuning in, we are at a team timeout for Vancouver. Swoopy whistle means we're about to get this game back underway.
swoop, swoop.
Swoop is what that whistle sounds like. Or something along those lines. That's my interpretation.
Whoop, whoop. So it's going to be last rights, number 99 for the St. Louis Gatekeepers, taking on Lodge, number 8 for Vancouver.
Sure enough. Spin Diesel taking Lodge out to the outside. And it is going to be last rights as your lead jammer for St. Louis.
.5 points there, grand slam for St. Louis. Last right's quickly back around, looking to put more points on the board. Takes a bit of a tumble there in turn 1. And star pass there to number 4.
Stand aside. I would have loved, I was so excited for a minute. I love Stan. He lays some of the cleanest / most horrifying hits. And so I was like, and then, like many other things in my life, it was snatched away from me. It's fine. Magnum PIMP out there. Mr. Testosterone also out there. Bennett in the box for murder, and that's it.
I think he's being assessed a forearm. Yes, he is. Mr. Testosterone picking up a forearm penalty.
Well, hey. So now, not that it's a competition, but Mr. Testosterone and Stand Aside tied for penalties. The only people over 3, actually, between both the teams. So it's been a fairly clean game overall. Ooh, Hayden.
So far, 10 points on the board for Magnum PIMP as he looks to complete his 3rd scoring pass here.
Mr. Testosterone out of the box. This power jam is over. Stark having a seat in the box as a blocker for St. Louis Gatekeepers. Ooh. No one's enjoying these jumps as much as I am. They just want to block them right out. But hey, an amazing series of events brought to you by Mr. Testosterone. Now 2 St. Louis blockers in the box. Nick's in Stark. Stark is standing, but it's going to, really power down the defense up front. Who's left in? Oh, it's going to be Hulk and Nate Bauer. But jam's called. So 1 point for St. Louis, bringing them up to 17-point jam. 362 to Vancouver's 20. So we have, I'm going to say 13 minutes, 20 seconds left in this half. Yeah. Oh, I'm right. Hooray.
Shane Bauer out there jamming for the Gatekeepers, going to be against Fluster Cluck. And Fluster Cluck with just 1 left to beat. And he's going to be your lead jammer here for Vancouver.
And the crowd seriously goes wild. Fluster Cluck immediately meeting up with Nix. What's up? He's going to call it.
2 points.
Hey. But still, is that the first 2 points in like this half?
It is.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's been a minute. So, oh, now it's 1. Oh, Muffin.
Curses foiled again.
Again, yeah.
So Metcalf now out there for the Gatekeepers, going up against Lodge for the Vancouver.
Saw Lodge at World Cup in Barcelona playing for New Zealand. Here goes Metcalf, lead jammer status once again assessed to St. Louis. Lodge snaps off that star almost immediately when lead's been awarded. And this jam is no different. I believe Groves may have it. Yes, there we go. So, Murder's jammer, now Groves. Ta-da. With that Gatekeeper wall waiting. With the murder wall waiting out back, though. It looks like Metcalf just thought he might go around it, which is fine, but gets knocked out to the outside, recycled back. Another 5 points. Right now, a 15-point jam for St. Louis. Ooh, my God. Okay. Everything's fine. No one's dead. Wow. Metcalf tossing Zimmer to the ground and calling it off. In the end, a 20-point jam for Gatekeepers and nothing point jam for Murder. We are at 382 to 21.
So the last rights out there now, going up against Mr. Testosterone.
Once again, the penalty box is empty.
Officials, the penalty box timers look pretty bored this game. It's been pretty quiet other than just a couple players for Vancouver sitting at 5. Otherwise, it's been really spread out. Pretty clean game.
Pretty clean. Ah. Yeah, through and lead. Once again, last rights. Mr. Testosterone is trying to mush his way through this wall.
Last rights made his Gatekeepers debut on the travel team last year here at Big O against the Wheels of Mayhem.
Aha. Star has been passed to stand aside. And then it's called. I knew it. No one wants me to be happy. That's cool. It's fine. It's all about me also. As we all know. All right, that was a 9-point jam for St. Louis. 391. Murder at 21. It's probably 8:51 left. Pretty sure. There's like this weird little wrinkle in the scoreboard. It's ruining me. All right, St. Louis with lead once again. That is Bruno Scars. Flustercluck has completed his initial, is in scoring position, called off before he is capable of picking up any points. A 3-0 jam in favor of St. Louis. Experience world-class edging with the Radar Halo, available in a full range of harnesses from 84A all the way up to 103A. There is a Halo for everyone. Hammer.
I don't know if there's one for me. I've been a very naughty boy.
Do you have one made of chocolate and cats? Because I would be interested.
What? Chocolate and cats?
I feel like that would actually not make a great wheel.
Why would you want anything made out of cats?
I like cats made out of cats.
Well, okay, that makes sense, I guess.
Yeah? Well, I'm only going to make sense some of the time. Kind of what I do. Anyway, out on the track. No, okay, so lead is assessed to Magnum PIMP. Stand aside, now sitting in the box at 6 penalties. It's in the danger zone. Magna coming through, another 5-point pass. Lodge backwards hugging.
Oh.
Bled. And Bled, I know it's the mouth guard, but I want to think he was happy about it. Who doesn't enjoy a nice backwards hug, you know? Lodge is really going to have a hard go at this. Brusenberry Pie joining in with Morrison, trying to...
And now, high block called on Magnum PIMP.
Well, hey. And Lodge did make it through, thanks to help from his friends. So now Power Jam, lead lost, 30 seconds left in this, 2-minute jam. Lodge picking up 5 points. track seems to like to hang out at turn 3, and I'm totally fine with that.
Gives us a really
Yeah,
good view.
that's like perfect for me. Frankly, a little distracting, but I'll let it happen. Jam at its natural conclusion. 8 points picked up by Murder, 20 points by Gatekeepers, 4-14 to 29 in favor of St. Louis.
So it'll be harassing forward out there for Vancouver. Going to get Shane Bauer for St. Louis.
True facts. Almost. Yeah, I don't know if he was checking where the star was. I was like, star snapping off early. No. Bauer has lead. Mr. Testosterone going in the box. Harassing Ford. Nearly through, gets knocked out to the outside. Recycled back by Nate Bauer, who offered him a high five. I don't know if he took that, but technically, is it not a forearms? Huh? I don't know. It's kind of, up in the air.
I thought everything was a forearm these days, so I was a little surprised by that.
Bauer coming through. Another 5-point pass. Hashtag 5 more points.
So star pass has been done to Mr. Testosterone.
Which,
It's a little questionable.
I don't know if they know, but I know. He's got 6 penalties. That's the end of that, though.
Yeah, Shane Bauer with the heads-up play as he's hitting the front straightaway. Looks back at the penalty box, sees Hulk getting up to skate away, calls that jam off.
So we are getting into the final jams of the game-ish. We are at 3:25 left. 4:39 to 29 in favor of St. Louis Gatekeepers. What's up?
And timeout called by Vancouver.
Sure.
Hit This Derby Gear has everything you need to get rolling, from skates to protective gear and unmatched service for all your derby needs. Before you hit the track, hit this. Tickets for the 2018 International WFTDA playoffs go on sale June 2018. Get all your ticket information at WFTDA.com/tickets.
The Big O is brought to you in part by the acclaimed Rydell Solaris. The performance you demand, the comfort you've been missing. You can check them out, hopefully at a local skate shop or online at Rydell's website. And it's IE, because that's always a point of confusion. This timeout coming to a conclusion. Metcalf, Flustercluck, 3:15 left in the game. Lead already awarded to Metcalf seconds after the jam starts.
Metcalf already back around on his first scoring pass, now tied up by the defense of Vancouver. Forced out and now having to cycle back is Metcalf. Ooh, big hit there.
That was a dramatic hit for sure.
Star has been passed, so we do new jammer, 0-0.
Bennett. Metcalf coming around, just tiptoeing on the outside. Another 5 points to
Ooh, big hit there. So Bennett able to complete the initial pass, and that forces Metcalf to call that jam off. Not before putting 13 more points on the board.
All right. We are under 3 minutes. 4:52 to 29. So this is Christopher Walken-Wilcox, who appears to be typing right now.
I'm breaking the internet.
You're breaking the internet.
Yo, dog, we heard you like video. So Lodge out there now for the Vancouver Murder, going up against Bruno Scars for St. Louis. Bruno takes a shot to the face there.
I was hoping Walken was coming with important information, but no.
No such luck.
Never mind. Sometimes he has information, and sometimes he has coffee cake, and sometimes he just exists in the same place and time as I. All right, Lodge through, lead to Vancouver. Stark having a seat in the box, so the Gatekeepers are down one blocker.
So Vancouver can run this one out at this point.
Sure enough.
They are in control of the jam with lead jammer.
Well, I suppose an official review could happen. But after time expires, I don't know. We're going to be all right. So Lodge, woo, find a wide open inside. Stark coming in very close to Lodge. Lodge knocked out to the outside. He's going to recycle back behind Stark.
So star pass by St. Louis from Bruno Scars to Sir Nix-a-Lot. Track cut now called on Sir Nix-a-Lot.
So that was a few seconds of power for Murder. So it's a 9-point jam, this last jam for Murder, the unofficial final, 452 to 42. We're gonna let them math it up, but I feel like Gatekeepers won, you know.
Waiting for the final tally here, but I don't think too much is going to change here. And I believe...
I wait for it to, I get like real weird about it.
I see the officials skating off, so I think we can safely say this is now going to be your official final.
Well, they have to actually go over to the scorekeepers and sign things.
Oh,
Yeah, that's the thing. They have to do math, though. I know. Yeah.
No one likes math.
Math sometimes takes a long time. So of course, Big O always has 3 tracks of Derby all the time. So track 1 and 3 are on an hour, starting at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock?
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock, 10 o'clock games, and then you can math it up every 2 hours. And then there's a 30-minute difference. So say track 2 would start at 9:30 or 10:30, whatever we just said, plus 30 minutes. Do you know who is up next on track 1?
Yes, it's going to be Angel versus Montreal. So we're going to get some new skids on the block action here on
Very
track
nice.
1 coming up. That'll be Cherry and Loose Change. We'll be bringing that action to you here on the feed. And we do now have an official final score. The final score, St. Louis 452, Vancouver 42. And don't forget, a whole lot more great